us in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, as we're here for what should be another exciting edition of the Rate Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Utah Utes offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously.
And now the ball's going to go out of bounds. That's in the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
On his way back from the 20. The Hoosiers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On the move, it's Otis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides itself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He smashes his way through again. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going right to work up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, once won that rep, good cover.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll start this drive firing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do.
Breaks into the open. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Runs through a tackle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make some...
Lots of room to run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Down Indiana.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Punch it out of the air. There he goes. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And the Utes are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure. He goes at the 22.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the
That's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's looking deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Utes are marching down the field. The give from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Jones. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Utes moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's LaBelle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late. Until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15, the offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Otis. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Power football with the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Otis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker is Kane. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. The lead is down to a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Under fire. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Utah. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Hoosiers are on the move. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Utes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Indiana, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Lavelle. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground and try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm? They want to run this quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit.
He's got it inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time up the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give out of the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful. successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Defense in press coverage. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Utes will call on their punt team. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team. but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Utes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI. Absolutely brutal. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And he got it! His 6th field goal of the day. They needed every one of them, and the last one was the winner. And now they regain the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or